Reddit, what's the most embarrassing / cringy thing you've accidentally shown someone? Or something they accidentally saw while using your phone or computer? Handed my mom my phone to show her a picture of something or other. Didn't think. Next thing I know, she starts swiping. Mom, you need to stop. Right now. Swipe. Why? I never get to see your pictures. Swipe, swipe, stop. Attempt to grab phone, look of horror on mom's face, because I have pictures of my dick on there. Self-critiquing mom lol. Fortunately, she stopped after the first one and didn't see the one with the jaunty hat. If I ever get a dick pic with a little hat, I think I might actually have to die. You and I have opposite priorities, it seems. Time to order some tiny top hats and mustaches. I was kind of on the flip side of this when my uncle was going through pictures of my baby cousin on his phone and swiped too far to show me a picture of my auntie standing completely naked in a doorway. The image is still burned into my mind. Oh man, that's traumatizing lol. At least it's not his dad. Why would his uncle have naked pics of his dad? In my younger years working in desktop support, we had a guy complaining that his computer was running slow. It was literally full of horse porn. This was back in the 90 MHz Pentium days and long before people had anything better than a 57.7 baud modem in their house. I had to show my boss and point out that obviously, this guy was using company bandwidth. We had a fractured T1 at the time that we paid out the nose for, to download non-work related material onto his company laptop. Clearly in the office. This was also the same dude who got caught putting breast milk in his coffee. So there may have been a few issues there. Anywhere else other than the IT world. This would be weird lol. Even in the IT world, horse cock and breast milk is a tad strange. Way back when, I was playing a bunch of World of Warcraft. This was back when people were making funny machinima YouTube videos constantly, and I had them downloaded to my computer so I could show my friends. Then one day, I set up a very early version of Plex, video streaming software, on my computer, and I hook up my TV for a small party. Little did I know, Plex scans your media library and then runs out to the internet to find a cover image that Plex thinks matches your movies, so that you have a thumbnail to click when you want to watch that video. For some of my WoW YouTube videos, it found pictures of orcs and elves fucking, and threw that up on the screen. The girl I liked at the party, what the fuck is that? Me, borderline speechless, I have no fucking idea. Smooth LOL, as butter. Was talking to some cute girl. It was going well, and gave her my phone to add me on Facebook. Her profile was the first profile on the recent Facebook searches. I was out of curiosity checking out my friend's GF on Facebook. Like not stalking her or sexualizing her. I met her once, she seemed nice, wanted to see what she was all about. My friend knocked on my door and I answered and he came in my room and I just wasn't thinking about what I was doing because it was harmless. Then he saw my screen and was like, why the fuck are you checking out my GF? Username checks out, Bob's and vegan. Dude I used to lift with. His phone is face up on the floor next to the bench bar. Literally every day at the gym she'd be texting pics of everything. What's funnier is she'd be texting him, come home to have this, and he'd just keep lifting. It was odd. Gains before thoughts, squat before twat, squat before twat, bench before wench, sets before brunettes, weights before dates. Father-in-law was looking at photos on my phone with me. I got a text from my wife that said, I've been a naughty bitch, you need to come home and slap my ass. I turned to him and said, what kind of daughter did you raise? I learned that day, A, turn off preview, B, do not joke about a man's daughter. LOL, please tell me you told her about it. In this case, I actually didn't. And he laughed after I said that. We didn't exactly high five, but he's pretty chill about the world. It makes for a funny story though. He's a good man LOL. Thank you Bran Stark. Sexy pics of me in lingerie meant for my BF. My mom saw them scrolling through pics from a trip I took. Oh man lol. How'd she react to that? It was super awkward and she was just like WTF? And asked why I had those. Then she was cool and said whatever, it's not my business. I just don't want to see it or imagine it. LMAO, that must suck haha. How long ago was this? LMAO, that must suck. Different photo set. My partner showed his friends some pictures from a vacation years ago and he scrolled too far back and he accidentally showed them my nudes. I was 5 feet away and died. The fact you were standing right there makes it 10 times worse. Lol. Yeah, I was panicky after. Are you guys still together? Have you been resuscitated since? In 2011 I accidentally shown my boss a photo of my boyfriend, now husband, And I doing something quite NSFW and adult in nature. It was on a flip phone and we were outside in the sun at an amusement park, work event. Originally I was showing him pictures of my safe for work art. I take pride in my sketches and people say I'm good. Anyway, the graphic photo was dimly lit and poor quality. I'm not 100% sure if he recognized what he saw, but I quickly snatched my phone and walked away clearly embarrassed. We didn't say much to each other after that. Lol. Bright side, my boss later hired my art skills and let me sit in the lobby. This was fast food, and ate groups of customers from schools by painting faces and make balloon animals. That was awesome. Making sex tapes on a fucking flip phone? That's pretty OG. Kim K could learn a few things here lol. I shared a link to my photographer friend's website on Facebook after she and I did a project together. I body painted some models, she took the photos. What I forgot was that there was also a page of nude photos of me from a photoshoot I had modeled for. I'm not exactly shy about nudity, but I also didn't mean to show off those pics to everybody I knew. I also once sexted nudes and dirty requests to my dad instead of my BF in a drunken mistake. That's gotta be the absolute worst person for a girl to accidentally sext lol. How'd he take it? I woke up the next morning to a reply that said, "We need to talk." When I ended up getting the courage to talk to him, he just sat me down and talked to me about the dangers of sending pics like that. Though now we can talk about that kind of stuff casually and we sometimes look back at the incident and laugh. My best friend convinced my girlfriend to prank me by putting up this really oddly sensual photo of a female Dino character doing push-ups as the photo that pulls up on my computer when you restart it. After I was initially shocked, I actually didn't care and didn't bother to change it back. But, do you know who did care? My sister. You are now required by Reddit law to post said image. He didn't. I'll call the FBI. I went skydiving with a group of buddies. The first guy out of the aircraft got a badass slow-mo video of us all coming out of the plane after him on his GoPro. Naturally we all wanted a copy of the video. He left us his GoPro to plug into our laptops as he went to grab his stuff out of his car. If you've never used a GoPro before, you know when you plug it into your computer every file pops up with little thumbnails. The first guy to copy the video can help but notice what looks like a naked girl in one of the videos. He stupidly clicks on it. It turned out to be our buddy with his current GF and he was giving her the most violent porn-worthy throat fucking you ever saw. And to top it off, after about 5 seconds he stops, yanks her head back and hawks up a big loogie and spits it in her mouth. We all fucking lost it. We couldn't stop laughing and he turned it off just in time before he came back inside. He ended up marrying her and we could never look at either of them the same ever again lol. This comment was a wild ride. Glad you enjoyed. It was one of many motivations for the op. I had sent nudes to a guy I was dating. This was before I realized Google Photos saved everything. I proceed to delete everything from my phone and think I'm in the clear. Well, my ex logged into my Google Photos and saw I was sending nudes and freaked the fuck out. I thought he had downloaded some hacker shit onto my phone. I figured it out, eventually. Ha 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 yay, that shit is dangerous. Even if it's only on your phone for a few minutes, Google will sync it up. And they don't even offer a fucking option for you to password protect certain albums or hide NSFW pictures. Learned that one through a buddy who ended up getting divorced over something pretty similar. And they don't even offer a fucking option for you to password protect certain albums or hide NSFW pictures. Everything I upload is private by default. No one sees anything unless I actively do it. Yay, I have no clue what the op is talking about. Maybe logged in on multiple phones? As far as I know, shared albums are something you have to consciously add photos to. Edit. Well, my ex logged into my Google Photos. Yay, never mind, this is just people oversharing and being too dumb to change passwords. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have a similar story, share it in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Have a great day, or night.